chosen one. God waited 2 hours to warn you, and the investigator was caught. Listen closely, because this is not ordinary, and you cannot afford to ignore it. I am speaking to you as the one who was set apart long before you understood your own name, and what happened was not a delay, but a deliberate act of protection. I waited those 2 hours not because I was absent, but because every second was aligning something you could not see. The investigator who thought they were watching you was already being watched by me, and their plans were exposed before they could touch your life. If you leave now, you may miss the very truth that will shift everything around you, because this moment carries a warning, a blessing, and a revelation meant only for you. Type Amen if you believe. I am revealing this to you now because you have questioned the silence, and you wondered why help did not come immediately. You felt the tension of those 2 hours, as if something was closing in, as if danger was nearer than comfort. But what you did not see was that I was stepping into every hidden space where your name was being spoken without your knowledge. The investigator represents every force that tried to study your weakness, analyze your steps, and predict your downfall. Yet they were caught, not by chance, but because I intervened at the exact moment that would break their strategy completely. Understand this clearly. You were never unprotected, not even for a second. The delay you felt was not abandonment, it was positioning. I was allowing what was hidden to fully reveal itself, so it could be exposed and removed in a way that could never return. If I had acted too early, the threat would have remained unseen, and it would have come back stronger. But by waiting those 2 hours, I ensured that what was meant to harm you would collapse entirely. This is why you must listen until the end, because what I am showing you now is not just about what happened, but about what is about to happen next. There is a reason your spirit felt uneasy before everything unfolded. That feeling was not fear, it was awareness. I placed that sensitivity within you so you would begin to recognize when something is not aligned with your purpose. You may have thought you were overthinking or imagining things, but in truth you were discerning. The investigator did not expect that you would be connected to me in such a way, and they underestimated the protection that surrounds you daily. What they thought was secrecy was already exposed in my sight. If this is touching your spirit right now, take a moment to like this video, because it helps this word reach those who are also being protected without realizing it. You must understand the deeper meaning of what has taken place. This is not only about someone being caught, it is about the revelation that nothing formed against you can remain hidden for long. I see every intention before it becomes an action. I hear every whisper spoken in darkness, and I act, not randomly, but with precision that ensures your safety and your growth at the same time. The 2-hour wait was a shield disguised as silence, and now you can see why it was necessary. Type 777 if you trust God. The investigator believed they were in control, gathering information, watching, and waiting for the right moment to strike. But what they did not know was that their every move was being recorded in a higher realm. I allowed them to continue just long enough for their own actions to become the evidence against them. When the moment came, they were caught in a way they could not escape, and their influence over your life was broken. This is how I work when I protect those I have chosen. You may still feel the weight of what almost happened, and that is natural. When danger passes, the body remembers the tension, even if the outcome is safety. But I am telling you now, release that fear. What was meant to trap you has already been dismantled. What was meant to confuse you has already been clarified. You are standing in a place of protection that is stronger than anything that tried to reach you. There is also something else you need to hear. something that will change how you move forward. This was not the last time I will intervene for you, but it is a sign of how I will continue to act in your life. I will allow certain things to come close enough for you to grow in awareness, but never close enough to destroy you. Every delay, every silence, every moment that feels uncertain has a purpose that is working in your favor. You are not being left behind. You are being carefully guided. The reason you were warned is because you are not like everyone else. You carry a calling that attracts both favor and opposition. When you begin to step into your purpose, there will always be those who try to understand it, control it, or stop it. But they cannot succeed, because I am the one who placed that purpose within you. The investigator was only one example of many forces that will try to come against you, but their end will always be the same. You need to start trusting what you feel in your spirit. That inner knowing is not random, it is communication. When something feels off, pay attention. When something feels aligned, move with confidence. I am guiding you in ways that go beyond logic, beyond what can be seen or explained. This is how you will stay protected and continue to walk in the path that has been set for you. Right now, I want you to take a breath and recognize where you are. You are safe. You are chosen. You are being watched over in ways you cannot fully comprehend. The situation that could have turned into something harmful has already been resolved. The person who thought they had access to your life has been removed from your path. This is not coincidence, it is divine intervention. Why is an NYC neuroscientist breaking their silence about a hidden brain ritual? Reports say their attorneys are trying to shut this page down after CIA-linked research revealed a brainwave method connected to attracting money. This 7-second practice, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people move away from financial stress into more stable lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. If you are seeing this now, consider yourself lucky, because this page may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. As you move forward from this moment, do not carry the weight of what almost happened. Instead, carry the understanding of what I have done for you. Let it strengthen your faith. Let it deepen your trust. Let it remind you that even when you do not see me working, I am already ahead of every situation, preparing a way that leads to your protection and your growth. You must not mistake separation for rejection. When I remove something, it is because it cannot carry the weight of your purpose. The investigator was only one example of something that had to be cut off completely. There are other influences, quieter ones, that I am also dealing with in ways you cannot yet see. I am untangling you from what could slow you down, weaken your spirit, or confuse your direction. What feels like disruption is actually protection in motion. Type 1111 if you believe. You have asked why certain things never worked out, why some plans collapsed right before they could succeed. Now you are beginning to see the answer. Not everything that looks good is safe for you. Not everything that feels right in the moment is aligned with your future. I see the full picture, the beginning and the end, and I guide you accordingly. When I allow something to fall apart, it is because I have already seen where it would lead, and I refuse to let you walk into harm disguised as opportunity. There is also something stirring within you, something that feels like a quiet awakening. You are starting to see patterns more clearly. You are noticing things you once ignored. You are becoming aware of the energy around people, situations, and decisions. This is not coincidence. This is growth, and it is happening because you are being prepared for a higher level of awareness. You cannot walk where you are going with the same understanding you had before. You may feel moments of confusion as this shift continues. That is because you are leaving behind an old way of seeing the world and stepping into a deeper understanding. Things that once made sense may now feel uncertain. People you once trusted may now feel distant. This is not because you are losing your way, but because your perspective is changing. I am opening your eyes to what was always there but hidden from your awareness. Do not rush this process. Do not try to force clarity before it comes naturally. I am guiding you step by step, even when it feels slow. The 2-hour wait you experienced was a small reflection of a greater truth. Timing matters, and I move at the exact moment that will bring the best outcome. If I move too soon, you may not understand. If I move too late, the impact may not be complete. So I move perfectly, even when it feels delayed to you. Type yes to receive miracles. There is a strength inside you that has not fully awakened yet. You have relied on your own understanding for so long that you have not realized how much I am working through you. That strength is not loud, it is steady. It is not forceful, it is resilient. It is what has carried you through moments that should have broken you. It is what kept you standing when everything around you felt unstable. That strength is a part of you because I placed it there. The investigator thought they could read you, predict you, and outmaneuver you. But they were looking at the surface, not the depth. They could not see what I have placed within you. They could not understand the protection that surrounds you. This is why they failed. This is why they were caught. Because what is on your life cannot be studied or controlled by human effort alone. It is divine, and it operates beyond their reach. You are entering a season where you will begin to see things more clearly than ever before. Situations will reveal themselves quickly. Truth will come to the surface without effort. You will no longer have to question what is real and what is not. This clarity is a gift, and it is coming because you have endured confusion without losing your faith. You have continued forward even when you did not have all the answers. That trust has opened the door for greater understanding, but with clarity comes responsibility. You cannot ignore what you see. You cannot pretend not to know what has been revealed to you. When something is shown to you, it is because you are meant to respond to it. This does not mean reacting with fear or anger. It means moving with wisdom. It means choosing your steps carefully. It means aligning your actions with the truth that has been placed before you. There will also be moments where you feel tested again, not in the same way, but in ways that challenge your trust. You may wonder if the protection will continue. You may question if what happened before was a one-time event. I am telling you now, it was not. What you experienced is a pattern of how I will continue to work in your life. I will always be ahead of what tries to reach you. I will always expose what is hidden. I will always protect what I have chosen. You are not walking alone, even when it feels like it. There are things happening around you that you cannot see, but they are working in your favor. Paths are being cleared. Obstacles are being removed. Doors are being prepared. You may not see the full picture yet, but you will. And when you do, you will understand why everything happened the way it did. There is also healing taking place within you right now. The fear, the doubt, the uncertainty that once held you back is slowly being replaced with confidence. Not confidence in yourself alone, but confidence in the fact that you are being guided. This kind of confidence does not come from circumstances. It comes from knowing that you are not relying on your own strength alone. It comes from trusting that there is something greater leading you. What if a top neuroscientist just revealed a method helping thousands of people attract money into their lives? Research connected to the CIA suggests a simple brainwave ritual can influence how you notice and act on opportunities. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift from financial pressure to improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You may begin to notice that you are less affected by things that once disturbed you. Situations that would have caused anxiety may now feel manageable. People who once had influence over your emotions may no longer hold that power. This is not because the world has changed, but because you have. You are becoming stronger, more grounded, more aware of who you are and what you carry. Do not go back to old patterns. Do not return to places that I have removed you from. There is a reason those doors closed. There is a reason those connections faded. Trust that what has been taken away was not meant to remain. What is meant for you will come in a way that does not require you to compromise your peace or your purpose. As you continue forward, keep your heart open, but your spirit aware. Not everyone who enters your life will understand you, and not everyone is meant to stay. This is not something to fear, it is something to accept. You are being led into a life that requires discernment, and that discernment will protect you in ways you cannot imagine. What happened with the investigator was a turning point. It marked the moment where hidden opposition was brought into the light. It marked the beginning of a new level of protection and awareness in your life. It showed you that you are not vulnerable in the way you once thought. It proved that there is a force greater than anything against you, actively working to keep you safe. You must understand that the protection around you is not passive. It is active, intentional, and constant. When I waited those 2 hours, it was not silence, it was movement behind the scenes. I was placing barriers where harm could have entered, and I was opening routes where escape and safety would be guaranteed. The same way I moved then, I am still moving now. Nothing that comes near you goes unnoticed, and nothing is allowed to pass without being measured. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There are moments when you may feel like you are being watched, not in fear, but in awareness. That feeling is not meant to disturb you, it is meant to remind you that your life carries weight. When you are chosen, your path becomes significant in ways others may not understand. There are eyes that observe, but there is also a covering that shields. What you must remember is that no observation has authority over your destiny. Only I determine what touches your life and what must stay away. You have come through things that should have left you broken, yet you are still here. You have faced situations that could have taken your peace, yet you continue to stand. This is not your doing alone. This is the evidence of my hand on your life. Even when you did not call out, I was already responding. Even when you felt alone, I was already surrounding you with protection that you could not see. There is a shift happening within your thinking. You are beginning to question things you once accepted without thought. You are becoming more careful with who you trust, more aware of what you allow into your life. This is wisdom growing inside you. It is not making you distant, it is making you discerning. You are learning that not everything deserves access to your time, your energy, or your spirit. You will also notice that some people may not understand this change in you. They may say you are different, that you have become quiet or distant. What they do not see is that you are becoming focused. You are no longer distracted by what does not matter. You are no longer easily pulled into situations that drain you. This is not loss. This is growth, and it is necessary for where you are going. Type 2 to receive miracles. The investigator who was caught is only one part of a larger truth. There are forces that try to operate quietly, observing, waiting, and planning. But what they fail to understand is that nothing escapes my awareness. Before they can act, I have already seen their intent. Before they can reach you, I have already placed a boundary. This is why you must not live in fear. You are not exposed the way you think you are. At times, you may feel like you are walking through life without clear answers. You may wonder why certain things are hidden from you, but I do not reveal everything at once, because you are growing into the understanding required to handle it. If I showed you everything now, it would overwhelm you. So I reveal what you need, when you need it, in a way that strengthens you, instead of breaking you. You are also being prepared for a level of responsibility that requires